Alright guys, we have A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. She goes by V.E. Schwab in her young adult books, and she goes by Victoria Schwab for her more juvenile books. So I had this on hold for quite some time. Everybody was talking about it or loving it. So I'm going to start with the synopsis. It's going to come across sounding kind of confusing, but it's actually written in a way that it makes total sense when you're reading it. But I'm sure I won't make it sound that way. So imagine there's London, but there's more than one London. There's in fact 3, red, white, and gray. And there used to be a black, but that's closed off now. And geographically they're located all in the same place, but they're all not called London, like only one is. And special people hold magic and can travel and open doors between all of these cities. Our main character, Kel, is one of those people. There's a name for that, for the type of person he is, but I'm sure I won't pronounce it right, so I'm not even going to try. But his home city would be Red London, and he travels to the other Londons he travels to them to share messages and letters with the royalty in charge of all of the cities. And so he lives at the palace at the Red London and just goes back and forth sending messages to the royalty. No one else has this ability except for one other boy, and he is from White London. White London's not such a great place. The magic there is darker, and people are always vying for power to control White London. So the gates used to be open and people could go back and forth and travel, and magic was more of a common thing, and now it is not. Kel smuggles trinkets that he finds or that he gets from other people in the other Londons, and he isn't supposed to take things back and forth between them, but he has quite the collection, and ultimately one of the things that he smuggles and takes causes quite the consequence. He runs into our main character, Delilah Bard, and she's a thief that poses as a man, and she has her sights set on one day traveling the world as a pirate. She's from Grey London, where there is no magic, and Lila helps Kel out of a jam after robbing him and makes a deal with him to take her on an adventure to one of the other Londons. And someone is after something that Kel has smuggled, and begrudgingly Kel has Lila help him to try and fix this problem that has happened because of what he smuggled. So that's a general synopsis of it. So nobody hate me, because like everybody likes it, but I didn't love it, and I had a hard time as I was reading kind of figuring out why I wasn't enjoying it, and I don't think I kind of figured it out until I got to the end. But a couple reasons I think why were: first, our 2 main characters, Kel and Delilah, they don't actually meet up until about halfway through the story, and I knew that eventually they would because I'd read the synopsis on the book. So I feel like the whole time it was just moving like really slow until they finally did get together. Secondly, normally I complain about the author authors spending a lot of time on character development and not a lot of time on the world around them, and in this story that is not the case. Like, Schwab does a very good job at creating this world that they live in, but I felt like there was maybe too much time spent on that, and that the characters just kind of fell flat. They in fact seemed kind of juvenile to me, which is weird because, I mean, they're not. The characters are like 19 and 20, and this is not a juvenile story. There's lots of fighting and murder and gruesomeness, but I just didn't feel like the character really fit into the world. I didn't buy it, but maybe I buy Delilah more than Kel. I did enjoy her, I think, more than him. The story does change point of view quite a bit, and not just between these characters. You get some sub-characters in there. I feel like maybe I would enjoy the second one more because I'm not like anxiously awaiting these 2 characters to meet, and maybe I'd enjoy it, but I don't think I'll read the second one. I don't know. It took me a while to read this one. In perspective, last week I read 2 books in 3 days. This book, about the same length, and it took me the entire week. I'd like set it down in the middle of reading a chapter and like play on my phone, and if you know me at all, that's not something I do. I'm always having to get to the end of the chapter before I like walk away and do anything, so I don't know. I don't want to discourage anyone, but I didn't love it. But hey, it's really popular and other people really like it, so maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of neutral. So, didn't love it, didn't hate it. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to read next. I have a lot of books on hold. I may have to go to the library and just do a random shelf pick. So, that's always kind of fun. So, until next time, happy reading.